Hello, Jessica. My name is Sean Everett. I am the website analysis expert over at Zucker Marketing. Thank you so much for talking with Eric. He sent your website over to me for analysis. My first analysis is you have a beautiful website. It's very well done. Kudos to your web designer. And forgive me if you hear barking in the background. Somebody has released the hounds around the office here. But to be honest, I am not here for the beauty of your website. The aesthetic quality of it is important to get people to click when they get here. But my interest is in getting people here. And all of the tools you need to get people here are included inside your website, in the guts of your website, in the actual programming of it, if you will. So I am going to show you, lead you down the path that I go down when I analyze a website. Now, the first thing I look at is this. It is a paid tool that I use called Ahrefs, and it gives me some of the metrics of your website. The second thing I do is I look at a map of the area, because where you are and the communities around you is important for a variety of reasons, like Longhorn or Converse. All of those areas can come into play in your website, and I'll show you how in a bit. The next thing I do is a Google search, and I can't stress how important this is, and it's going to require that I give you a little bit of explanation how Google works. And the first thing I will tell you is that there is a Google algorithm, a mathematical construct that Google has created in order to give what it calls the most relevant results to its search customers. Now, the search customers don't pay for this, of course, so Google can tell them what is most relevant, and it might not be the same for you and me. For instance, it might not be the best company, but I can tell you this: it will be the company with the best website, and the best website has some parameters that Google has defined, and that's what I want to talk to you about. So now, the first thing I can tell you is that these folks have satisfied a portion of the Google algorithm by doing something really simple. They went to Google and filled out a Google business profile. Now, the Google business profile, sort of like a Facebook profile, except it asks questions about your business. Go and fill one out. And if you have already, then go and fill it out more thoroughly, because it is a, algorithm. It rewards thoroughness. It thinks more is better, essentially. So go and fill this out. Real easy to do. You don't need me. You don't need your web designer. You can do it this afternoon, this evening, and it will be just fine to do that. To make sure it is thoroughly filled out. All the blanks filled in. If you're not sure what should be in the blank, then put something in there anyway, and it'll tell you if you're wrong. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you underneath the map pack is the what we call the organic search results. Now, these are results from the Google algorithm entirely. Now, these 1, 2, 3, 4 on the top here come above the first list of home remodelers in San Antonio. That's from the Houzz website. Now, I'm going to choose this one here at random, and I'm going to show you how it compares and contrasts to your company. So I'm going to show you their website. Here we go. Nice website, similar to yours. Maybe even the same web designer. I don't know, but similar. So I'm going to do something really simple here. Now, I'm going to copy and paste all of your website into this word counter here. You have 250 words, structure builders. Now, I'm going to do the same for them. Copy, and I'm going to paste it into this, and I'm going to tell you something, wow, right away. Google loves content, and the content that Google loves has to do with the words that are in it. Now, Google wants a minimum of 1,500 words on your web page, on the home page, in order to consider you a legitimate contender within your category. Now, the category is something that the algorithm doesn't know, because it looks at all websites all the time. But it knows all the sites that come up when somebody types in San Antonio, Texas remodeling. It knows that. It takes all of those websites and it takes all of the words out of them, and then it sees which words appear the most and in what order. So the website that has the most, say, the word San Antonio or remodelers in it, that becomes the most important keyword. Now, there are keywords and key phrases. Let me show you what I'm talking about. In just numeric terms, 250 words, according to the algorithm, does not beat 1,500. So you have a ways to go to catch up there. But all words are not equal, and that's what I'm going to show you right now. Here is your keywords on your website. This is that paid tool that I was telling you about before. This are the paid keywords in your website, and all of its subdomains, right? So all of the whole website, 31 keywords. Now, this is your competitors' keywords right here. Oops, forgive me, I went to the wrong page first. Your competitors have 404 keywords. That's Shaw Company Remodeling. Now, in a purely mathematical construct, 31 does not beat 404, but I'm going to show you what their keywords are so that you can beat them. Now, these are by volume. These are actual Google searches by volume. This is what people actually type in when they're looking for a remodeler in San Antonio, because most searches are done within a locality. When you go to a Google search, you will see that it says your locality on there. For instance, here it says San Antonio, Texas, results. And I can choose a different area, but because it knows where I am, that's what it puts there. Now, back to the keywords. They have home remodeling services, home remodeling contractor, home remodeling companies, company. So you see there's singulars and plurals, and all of these search phrases are satisfied over on the Shaw Company Remodeling website. Now, bathroom remodel is a high one. Bathroom designer, glass block shower, surprisingly high. This is the volume of the searches. 1,700 people searched for that last month. Now, kitchen remodel, kitchen cabinets, all of those things, all of those words need to be satisfied on your website. And as I mentioned before, they have 404, which you can easily beat. All you need to do is think about all of the words that are in your industry. Now, I mean, I can show you more of them here, but you already know what they all are because you're in the industry. Now, the other thing is that I'm showing you contractors in San Antonio, and this is where the other communities come into play. This is where Converse and Windcrest come into play, because there's no reason not to, somewhere on your website, refer to them and say that you are the best remodeler in McDonough. There's no reason not to say that, or Sayers, or Atkins, because these are all areas that you serve, I'm assuming, especially since you're located, down here somewhere. So that would be really important for your website. It will get up your keywords and also satisfy more web searches. Now, think about this. If I type in, say, gorillas like bananas, and you have that on your website, somebody in Germany who types gorillas like bananas is going to wonder why a company in San Antonio that does remodeling is coming up for that search. And the reason is because you would have it on your website. If you have it on there, it's going to come up in a search. Now, if you don't have it on there, it won't come up in a search. You know what I'm saying now? So if you have more of these keywords on there, if you actually answer some of the questions like, how much is a kitchen remodel, a kitchen remodeler San Antonio, I can go further in, and there's probably some questions they have answered in there. There we go. It's thinking. I love that when they do that. Kitchen remodeling companies that finance. They don't do that anymore, so apparently that's something they don't do. Home additions, all of these things that people put into a possible search. If you can satisfy those things on your website, you will come up in the search. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you is your backlinks. You have 170, and Shaw Company has 1,300. Now, these are not as important as your keywords, because obviously people search Google with keywords, but backlinks is part of the structure that the Google algorithm likes, because the Google algorithm thinks that the more people that are talking about you, as it were, the more important you are. Now, a backlink is a domain that refers back to your domain. This is your competitors' referrals that refer back to them. They're backlinks. Expertise.com, Yellow Pages, Super Pages, DexKnows, etc. Now, they only have a few in the upper from 70 to 90. What is that? About 10 or so, maybe 12. And you can beat them easily because you can find 10 or 12 that rate in the 90s. For instance, they're not on Angie's List. Now, I know Angie's List is a paid one, but there are a bunch of others here that are in the 90s that are not shown because this is their website and I'm just showing you theirs. But it's easy to find out what those websites are that list other places like your own. One of them that's really popular is, for instance, Lyft or Uber, because even though you don't want people to necessarily come to your site, you want to go to them to give them an estimate. Having that backlink is what the Google algorithm wants. Now, I'm going to show you exactly where the rubber hits the road, and that is this. Your traffic last month was 336 clicks as a result of a Google search, and Shaw Company Remodeling had 1,000. So that means that they had essentially 3 times more opportunity to give an estimate, to potentially get a customer, 3 times more opportunities to get money in their pocket. And that's the power of a Google search. You and I both know how much we use Google to find the things we need in our life. Now, the proof of that is here in their standing here. And you know, I don't find you at all, so that means there's some work for you to do. But this is an opportunity for you to do that. All of these things are things you can do yourself. I mean, it's going to take more time for you to do that, because I have this tool that helps me, but it's not impossible for you to figure out what your keywords are and your backlinks. Now, that's where I think maybe Eric can come in handy and be of use to you, because I am certain that you would rather spend more time doing remodeling in San Antonio than digging around in the guts of your website. So I really hope I have been useful to you today, giving you some tips. And thank you so much for watching. You have a great day.